Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Piyush Agarwal, Advanced Certified RPA Developer, and in this video I am going to share how to call and post API using a custom activity. So if you have watched my previous video of this playlist, you know how to work with GET APIs. Okay, now on the same website REQRES that we have worked on in the previous one, we are going to use this post API, which is this one, post register successful. So let's see how do we do that. I will go to the Visual Studio, open the same project that we have used earlier. Remember, if you have not watched the previous video, do watch that. That will help you understand it more better. So over here, this public class API call activity, this is which is working for the GET request. Now we are going to create a new class, which is basically another activity with the same package. So let's call it public class post API call. Okay, this name you can give anything based on your preference, and it inherit the code activity class. Now next we need to get the required input from the user. So over here, as you can see, email and password, these two things are required. So I will just copy this input tab and paste it over here. Then we can change the description. Let's give it as a display name called email, and enter user email here, that I can write that, or username would we prefer better. Then let's call it also username. I will need another one for this. Display name would be password. Enter password of type string. If you want to change this to a password type of secure string so that it could be way more secure, what you can use instead of this, you can use public in argument system dot security dot secure string. I guess that is what we call it. Let's check. System dot security dot secure string. Yeah, and that's again the same thing. Call it password get set. So either you can use this or this based on your preference. I'm going to simply use the string format only. Next, I would be generating an output, the API response, this which is this one. So we are going to use the same one from top. Let's just paste it over here. Let me give it a display name as well. API response. Now time for our function. So this is the main important part, protected, override, void. Okay, now here we will implement the actual code of this code. So first we are going to fetch the email and password that user has given. So for that, string email equals to, that is username dot get context. Now again the password is also required. So that will be password dot get context. Okay, now we need to work on our API. Okay, the important part of this data. First we need the API URL to which we are going to call it. So I guess that would be this one, slash API slash register. Yeah, so we can copy this and paste it over here. Now we need the data. that we are going to send to the API. So like over here we can see that is in the form of JSON. Okay, so we are going to create a similar structure. So let's call it string post data equals to curly braces plus, that's one more plus, and over this. Now in between these two we are going to create the actual thing, the required data. So for that, string dot format. Now first comes email, so let's call it email. To get a double quote, we have to use backslash then double quote. This because a simple double quote would define that something which is inside between those two double quotes is a string. But if we use a backslash double quote, then it will just represent a literally double quote only. Okay. So same over here, colon, then curly brace 0. This is to replace this 0 with a variable value. Then again a double quote, and we need a password, and then would come again this one. Okay, so this way we are done with the format string. Now we need to give that these variable values, so email and password. Okay, for this we are done. Now let's create our web request object. So I am going to call web request, same as earlier, request object equals to new, oh, sorry, that was web request dot create, and pass the string URL. Okay, it says some error is here. Let's see. I guess this is the issue. Yeah, just a naming convention problem. Now defining the method this time we are using post, and with post APIs we also need to define the content type. So for this it would be application slash JSON. Now let's send this data back to the API. So using var stream writer, see over here this stream writer is a variable, so let's give it a different name, small s. Inside this we will get a request object dot get request stream. Now we will write over here stream, here it is, once again, stream writer. I guess it will come as, this would also needs to be capital. So stream writer dot write post data. Let me check. Over here it is showing an error. What is the error over here? Okay, we forward to close this. Yeah. Now this one also write W capital. Then comes again stream writer dot flush, and then stream writer dot close. I think we can keep this as small. So if we, by doing that, what we are defining as stream writer is the actual class, and this stream writer is just a variable of that class. Okay. Now let's fetch the response. So just another variable HTTP response that I'm giving, and I'm going to call request object dot get response. Now we are supposed to read this. So for that, by the way, just for information, whenever I'm using this var keyword, that means that I'm not sure of what the variable type of it. So var will be a generic variable. So this one also, like I will call it var stream reader and call the stream reader class. Next to be response dot get response string. Now over here, we need to fetch that API response from that the JSON format output, whatever that post API is giving me. So I'm going to save it in a variable called result, but I guess we have not yet initialized it. So I guess I can initialize it over here, string, let's call it API response. Oh, that we are already using. So string result equals to null. Now maybe I can use this. Yep, result equals to this stream reader dot read to end. So with this result variable would contain the required data, the output one. And now I just need to pass it back to the UiPath. So for that, what I'm going to use is our output object API response dot set function untext comma result. With this, as we can see, no issues found means our syntax is proper. We are ready with the code, and now let's just build it. And while it is okay, so it's built. Now let's go to Nugget Package Explorer, and I will copy this. Now the steps are usual that we have been following throughout this playlist. I'm going to open a local package. Let's open the previous one. The what was the name of that? Let's see. It might be in the code. The class name was API call activity. API. Okay, I'm not getting that one. So what I'm going to create a new package. Then again, add a library folder, add existing file, path to the DLL. Let's call it UiPath API custom activity. Anything you can give over here and title, save, and save as. Now I'm again going to use the same path as usual. My package contains invalid characters. Okay, so maybe I cannot give space over here. So let's give it UiPath API post API. Maybe this should work. Okay, so we are done with our nupkg package. Now going to manage packages. Let's test out the activity if it is working properly. Go to the download components and what was the name again? UiPath API custom activity. I guess this is it. What is the title? UiPath API custom activity, and Yeah, that is the same thing. So let's install this one. By the way, guys, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do so and do like, share, subscribe, and comment on my channel. Share it with all your peers because having as many subscribers really motivates a YouTuber. Okay, so the dependencies are installed now. I guess I can see over here UiPath API custom activity, but it does not have that the API that I'm working on. Hmm, let's see. Is it this one? API test. Yeah. So here I have got the API, but I'm not sure if it is this one that we have built. It is UiPath API custom activity. That should be the name on this. So maybe there are two packages which are contradicting with each other. So what I can do, I can remove the older packages. Let's remove this one as well. Remove all the packages. Okay. And while doing that, I will give it something UiPath post API, post API activity, just to prevent the similar issue with the same name conventions. I am just changing out these details. Now again, going to manage packages, downloaded components. This is the one post API activity. Install it and save it. Okay, now, okay, finally we are getting the two activities. This API call activity is the get one we created in the previous video, and this is the post API. Now it's asking me for an email. So let's give the same input as over here. This is the email, and copy this password as well. Now the API response, I will create a variable for that. Now let's see the output for that message box with API response. Oh, it says that there is some error. The remote server returned error 400 site request. Okay, let's check it. One second. Email is this, password is this, but there is something wrong with the code maybe. So this is our API code. We are using this string URL, then a post data, which contains the email and then the password. Email and password are being shared. Application slash JSON. That is also all right. The code seems all right. What could be the issue now? Let's again try it out. Over here, I can give another password, something like hello. Remote server return that same kind of request. Input a password in argument string, API response. All right. Oh, I got it. So the issue is over here. We forgot to add floats over here as well with the value user. So now let's just rebuild it. Why is it not giving me that path? Okay, so I will just delete this, add an existing file. I don't have path.dll. What I can do, I can maybe rebuild the solution, then copy this, add existing file. Let's put the version as 2 and save as. Now we need to update this package. Wow, what a funny thing. Just a single double quote can create some problems with your custom activities. That is a part of coding. So always, whenever you are building something, do test it out before moving it to prod. Now let's again just debug it. Yeah, this time it worked and it has given us a response which is similar to this one. Okay, hope you guys like this video. Please do like, share, and give me your views in the comment section. Do subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.